So welcome back to the Dadskillz car channel. Now, we're still on with the Mini Cooper, and I still have engine bits galore just waiting to go on. But I'm waiting for some sockets to come, some female Torx head long sockets to come from Clark. While I wait for those, there is another pressing issue that we had when we first got the car that I've failed to solve so far, and that's the brakes. So let's just have a little recap and see how we got here. So when I first picked the car up, we had a braking issue. Now, the guy I bought the car from said the ABS light came on, or the ASC light came on. He took that unit apart, put it back together, didn't bleed it properly. The light was still on, and we had no brakes. So I drove it home on the handbrake, hoping it was going to be a nice, easy fix. He very kindly sourced and supplied a new ABS unit for it, which I fitted. I bled the car up about 9,000 times, still couldn't get it right, so I thought, sod it. We'll have a go at that when we've taken the engine out. And that's what I did. After I took the engine out, we replaced the ABS pump. I replaced a brake line that looked a bit grotty, that was a replacement anyway, going to the driver's side brake caliper. That's all done. I've since taken the struts off, lightly renovated those, and now they're back on, and now we're ready to connect up all the brakes. And I see no reason why we can't have a go at bleeding those today. Ah! Passenger side brake caliper. All we need to do now to connect this up is to connect the hose to the caliper. So, for that, okay, fair enough. For that, take the old hose off there. I only left this on so I could paint the caliper without it going down there. We'll keep that, but I have bought some new ones that look like they're a different size. Amazing. That's going to be way too long, isn't it? Is it? Maybe not. I think I'm going to use the old one. Right, so copper washer that side, copper washer, oops, that side, and screw that back in. There somewhere. Sorted. Right, driver's side, where there's a bit more to do. Firstly, we need a clip. Can't get my hands in there. And the camera's in the way. That's good, isn't it? Somewhere there, maybe? And then come up there like that. Like that. Like that. Okay. Right, yeah, okay. So into there, drop down there. Is there a copper washer in there? I think there may be. I'll just have to prise that off. Okay, so there was actually a copper washer on there. I might have to check the other side just to make sure I've not left the old one on, which I probably have. Where are we? That and that. Nice. Right, and then we'll change the nipple on this as well. And then there's no reason why we can't try and bleed these brakes. Ah! Now, this would be rather wonderful if we could get the brakes bled, because it means I could get all this plastic trim back in, and all these things could be refastened, so that would be great. But let's first of all top this up, or put some in, because it's got nothing in there at all. And what is that stuck in the top? No, thank you. Goodbye. That'll do for a minute. This baby back out again. Right, we have the correct seal in there. Cool. And now, because I replaced all this, and because I've got two of these, it means I can actually nick this seal that was missing when this came. Put that in there. That can now live in there permanently, but let's pour some in there. Now I'm going to break from tradition now. The back brakes on this haven't actually really been touched, but all the front has been apart. So I'm actually going to bleed at the front first, and then essentially start again, start properly. So where's it gone? It is in there somewhere. So then I'm going to go to the back and start there and then come forward again. Right, let's put some pressure in this. Right, I'm going to call that for a minute. Let's go to one of the front wheels and start bleeding it. Okay, so driver's side. This has the brand new brake line, so there's going to be nothing in this at all. Hey, let's see. Let's take that off. Okay, here somewhere. That, I haven't got my 11 with me at the minute. Where that is. Right, let's open it up. And there we go. That came through pretty quickly. Lots of air. Lots of air, I think you can see that on camera. Lots of air, lots of air. Still a bit of air coming. And that looks like it. Cool. Right, do that up. Right, let's go to the other front that's also been off. Ooh, nice. I've just come back round to the front again. The back seems fine, I think. So. Ooh, still a bit of air in there though. That's filling up quite nicely by the sound of it. Right. That's that one. Right, let's just do the driver's side again, and then we'll give it a go. If this doesn't work, then I'm fast coming to the end of my knowledge, so we'll see what we do about that. Yeah, no air bubbles in that. Right, and then as a little present for it, what should we put on? That one? Ooh, how pretty. Sweet, right, let's go inside and see what we got. Okay, let's take a seat. So, there will be a small amount of brake pedal travel to take up anyway, because I pushed the pistons out to get the pads out when I was renovating them, so let's expect a bit. Oh, yes, get in. That. Oh, fantastic. That is a brake pedal. Oh, thank the Lord for that. Brilliant. Fantastic. So that's fantastic. I could not be happier. Let's have a little debrief as to what happened. So we replaced the ABS pump and the light went out, but I still didn't have any brakes. Then after bleeding them, I thought the only thing I can now change is the master cylinder. Brand new from JR Car Parts, that would have cost 95 quid. I didn't want to spend that. So I bought a whole unit, servo and master cylinder, 28 quid off a breaker in Leicester somewhere. And that seems to have solved it. So I'm not quite sure what came first, whether the master cylinder went, but would that trigger the ABS light to come on? I don't know, but doesn't matter. Sorted it. We can't go anywhere, but at least we can stop, which is great. So next big thing is the engine. Anyone rebuilt an engine before? No, neither have I. I've not even taken the head off an engine before. So that'll be interesting. But we have little bits and pieces we can now put back on the car. So that'll be the next one. I've got a little bit of wiring to do as well, which is a little bit strange. So I'll see you again. Cheers.